ever wondered why companies like Google, Microsoft, or OpenAI rely on heavily on chips and why Nvidia suddenly became the king of AI? Then this video is for you. Let's start with history. Intel was founded in 1968 and became famous for making CPUs, the central processing units, that power almost every personal computer in the world. For decades, Intel dominated the chip industry. If you had a PC, chances are it had an Intel processor inside. When it comes to Nvidia, came later in 1993, and instead of focusing on CPUs, they specialized in GPUs, graphic processing units. First, these GPUs were mostly used for gaming, rendering images, and powering 3D graphics. Nobody thought GPUs would become the backbone of artificial intelligence. But as the time went by, Nvidia gamble on GPUs turned into one of the smartest moves in the tech history. Now, let's talk about AI and why chips are so important. Artificial intelligence is changing the world from self-driving cars to medical diagnosis. But to make AI work, you need to train massive models. Training AI is like teaching a child. But instead of using books, we use huge amounts of data. And to process that data, you need very powerful chips, CPUs, which Intel built, are like very smart office workers. Then they can handle many different tasks, but at slower pace. GPUs, which Nvidia focused on, are like a team of workers who can do one job very quickly and in parallel. This made GPUs perfect for AI training. That's how Nvidia took the lead in AI chips. Nvidia realized early that GPUs could be used for more than just gaming. They started working on COD, a programming platform that made it easier for developers to use GPUs for AI and machine learning. This small step became the revolution. By the time the world saw the rise of artificial intelligence models like deep learning, Nvidia was already ahead of everyone. Big tech companies like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft all started using Nvidia GPUs to train their AI models. And suddenly, Nvidia became the heart of the AI industry. Their chips were in every data center, powering every major AI project. And when it comes to Intel, they were left behind, still focusing on mostly CPUs. But Intel isn't the kind of company that gives up easily. They saw the opportunity and decided to fight back. Intel started developing their own AI chips. One example being the Gaudi series, designed by their acquisition of Habana Labs. These chips are built specifically for AI workloads and are meant to compete directly with Nvidia GPUs. Intel is also investing heavily in software partnerships and the new hardware architectures. They are trying to reinvest themselves, moving from just CPUs to a wider portfolio of AI hardware. The question is, will it be enough to catch Nvidia? Let's break it down in simple terms with SWOT analysis for both companies. Starting with Intel, Intel's strength are its long history, strong relationship with computer makers, and huge resources. They know how to manufacture chips at scale. Their weakness is that they missed the AI wave early, and their GPUs are still not as widely adopted as Nvidia's. Their opportunity lies in catching up in AI chips through Gaudi series and the future designs, and also using their global reach to push production. But the threat is obvious. Nvidia is way ahead, and other companies like AMD and even Google with its own GPUs are entering the race. Now, let's look at Nvidia. Their strength is very clear. They are the market leader in AI chips. Everyone from startups to tech giants wants their GPUs. They also have a CUDA which has become the standard for AI development. However, is that they rely heavily on GPUs. When new technology replaces GPUs, they could be in trouble. Their opportunity is to expand even more into data centers, autonomous vehicles, and AI software. The threat is that companies like Intel, AMD, and Google are all gunning for their market share, and governments are also keeping a closer eye on their dominance. So, how do they compare? When it comes to technology, Nvidia is ahead in AI chips with their GPUs, and when it comes to Intel, is still catching up but has strength in manufacturing and CPU markets. In market share, Nvidia dominates the AI chip sector, while Intel still leads in general purpose CPUs. In terms of future potential, Nvidia looks stronger right now because AI demand is exploding, but Intel has the money, infrastructure, and experience to make a comeback. To make this simple, let's use an example. Imagine you are trying to paint a giant wall. A CPU like Intel's is one painter who is very skilled but works alone. When it comes to a GPU like Nvidia's, is a team of 100 painters working at the same time. For AI, you need the team, not the lone worker. That's why Nvidia is leading today. So, who will win the AI chip part? Right now, Nvidia is the clear leader. They moved early, built strong software support, and became the default choice for AI company. Intel, on the other hand, is late to the party, but still powerful. They have the resources to fight back, and if they innovate fast enough, they could grab a piece of the AI future. In my opinion, Nvidia will continue to lead in the short term, but Intel is not out of the game. The real winner will be the company that adapts fastest to the next big shift in AI technology. So, what do you think? Will Intel may come back or Nvidia keep its crown in the AI era? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more tech stories and startup case studies. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.